guru should be. A guru, Adi Shankara has always said, is one who is very familiar with the Vedas and the Shastras. Number two, a guru is one who is always willing to remove the doubts of his followers and who continuously aspires for the well-being of his followers. Now, Puja Guruji was one such guru who always showed us the ways of Vedas, Shastras, and how the itihasas which have been written reflected the culture of this country. And Guruji always said, I always believe that it is culture which unites this country. And isn't it such an unfortunate thing that in a huge constitution that we gave ourselves, we have no place for culture in that constitution. We never thought that culture can play a dominating role in uniting people. We thought in our own humble way that all India services are going to contribute to the unity of the country. We also thought that the army is going to contribute to the unity of this country. We chose several other instruments, but I don't think we gave the necessary kind of an emphasis to culture that could have united this country. Therefore, Guruji took upon himself, through Sanatana Dharma Charitable Trust, a variety of activities which promoted culture. Culture of not just one type, culture which was pleasing to only one kind of an audience. Culture in all its manifestations and reflected in our literature also. So to show that every year for Sri Ramanavami, Guruji used to have the function here and bring people from different walks of life who have contributed to this culture, to the glory of this culture, and felicitate them. Similarly, every year for Sri Krishnashtami, we bring a Puja Guru who is guiding the lives of several people. And aren't we honored today that we have a Guru amidst us, Sri Vishwapati Garu, who was here last year when we very humbly offered our felicitations to him as a Guru. So Guruji showed us this path of how to travel without hiccups in understanding our culture, in understanding our tradition. Guruji also very beautifully summed up who is a Jagat Guru. He said, Jagat Guru is one who was in existence even before this Jagat was created. So he is one, a Jagat Guru. And secondly, he said, one is Jagat Guru who lasts as long as this creation lasts. So in these kind of ways, Puja Guruji would always tell us the secrets which are also not known to many of us. Please read Guruji's book on Sri Krishna. You will see mentions there about Sri Krishna's life which have not really been brought out in several works of Lord Krishna. For example, how Lord Balarama and Sri Krishna, for 12 years, they were in Kasi pursuing their studies on Veda and Shastra. Things like this are mentioned in that book of Guruji. So he would bring out the secrets which have not been revealed by our rishis. And for that matter, he brought out 4 volumes on the rishis who have brought out this parampara to all of us, this Vedic culture. So Guruji signifies to us that lighthouse which is always shining bright, which is helping us to navigate through this waters of this nature. How do we understand the various vicissitudes of life? Guruji also very beautifully said, you will always notice that several of my followers are having problems here and there. A question always arises in somebody's mind that if he is a follower of Guruji, why is he having these problems? So Guruji said, that if he is becoming a follower of the Sanatana Dharma, he is getting chastised and he is improving his own quality of life. So when he is moving up the ladder, facing these vicissitudes is but natural. So he would explain to us the mysteries of life. He would explain to us about the Horrid tradition, the culture, and he would not pontificate on all these things, but he would be the symbol, whatever he said. If he has conducted Andhra Music Academy, the programs, he was always sitting in the front row, listening to the artists and encouraging everybody to excel in that particular discipline, what he or she has chosen. So Puja Guruji is always living in our memories, is always guiding us. Even today, we keep hearing from several people their experiences of how Guruji is guiding them even now. So that's how Puja Guruji, I would conclude by saying, he also said that Guru is not a body. He said, don't equate the Guru with a physical being. Guru is always an eternal partner with you in this journey here and beyond. So we pray to Guruji once again, and we thank Sri Raj Kandukuri for always being so nice in agreeing to all the proposals that we bring, and we all work as members of Guruji's family. All of us put in our little effort, and when Swamiji has consented to be here, as Ramanan said, it is Guruji's presence in him. We offer our pranams to him and seek his blessings, and we always pray for the furtherance of Sanatana Dharma, an expression which unfortunately has no great relevance to the polity in which we are all living. There are several expressions which have been coined in the last 70 years which have not really reflected the true content of Sanatana Dharma. We are all waiting in eagerness for such a day to come when Sanatana Dharma will be understood and everybody would look at Sanatana Dharma as that huge canvas which is perpetually growing in size, which is always willing to absorb every hue and every color that is coming out of human expression. Sanatana Dharma is that way, a resplendent kind of a way of living with high objectives. It's just not a way of living as one of our courts has given us in their judgment. It is not just way of living. Puja Swamiji has number of times told us in the Hindu Dharma Acharya Sabha meetings about that. I'm sure Swamiji will throw a lot of light on that. I once again pray to Guruji to give us these moments of joy, to celebrate his birthday, to live our lives with the high ideals which he expects us to live in. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thanks a lot, LVS, for your insightful intro about a profileless phenomenon. Indeed, Guruji used to say that India's unity is never geographical or political, but it is cultural. You would say culture unites, politics divides. Let us not remain mute witnesses to this tragic truth which is happening. The presence of great luminaries like Swamiji will awaken our soul to the reality and the way to work towards that. Thank you. And LVS in his friend circle was also known as the Rain Man. You know why now. Now you know why he is called so. So if there is any shortage of rain, people used to go to LVS first because he always had this hotline with Guruji, like that. But then Guruji used to add that miracles always happen, we hardly notice them. And said, I cannot perform miracles because I don't have samskaras, he would say. I think that was a very sweet confession from the master. Thanks again, LVS. Now there is another pleasant duty. The Sivananda Supada publication, run by our dear sister Radha Kumari, was one of the caretakers of Guruji, Mr. Raju, NVDS Raju and Vittal. They have brought out a calendar, New Year calendar, which I would request the luminaries to release it. And the calendar contains the picture of Guruji, which was shot by Mrs. Jane Murthy. Jane is from Scotland. She is no more. And Murthy is from Visakhapatnam. He is also no more. But this picture was taken when Guruji was 54 years old. I remember it. Guruji himself told me so. So Jane and Simham lived through this picture forever in the presence of the master. Thank you, gentlemen. Now we come to the crux of the program. Presentation of the Sivananda Eminent Citizen Award 2024 to Pujya Swamiji. And there is one sweet way of describing Swamiji. On behalf of everyone assembled here, may I request Pujya Swamiji to kindly come and occupy this special chair. You may be aware that Swamiji is a much sought after speaker, a keynote speaker in most of the seminars, international seminars. And among teachers, he shines forth as a rishi. That is his greatness. To talk to you, to reveal more things about revered Swamiji, would request Dr. Prabhakar to come and read out the citation. Dr. Prabhakar is a dermatologist, specialist in HIV. Headquarters.
Sanatana Dharma Charitable Trust, Srimanipatnam. Sivananda Eminent Citizen Award 2024 presented to Pujya Swami Paramarthananda. The history of India is not the stories of dynasties, but the divine chronicles of the great rishis, said Sadguru Sri Sivananda Murthy. Indeed, realization is remembering who or what you represent. The uniqueness of Bharat is that even before the first man was born here, the highest wisdom was kept available for him, like milk in the bosom of the mother, ready to nourish the infant even before it is born. This was made possible by our rishis who chose this special land of spirituality. Eons ago, they finalized the concept of self-realization, presented treatises on the structure of the universe, the secrets of creation, and the ways and means to walk through this labyrinth called worldly life, and gave us the greatest discovery, the location of the soul in the human body. All of us in Bharat, without exception, belong to the lineage of the rishis who possess a prowess equaling that of the Creator, but chose to live as simple, humble, and sweet human beings. Amidst the maze of materialism, we do come across beacons of wisdom that beckon to us to lift us up and away from darkness. Swami Paramarthananda Ji is one such light of hope who has been striving to elevate humanity from the despair of nescience to the delight of wisdom. Blessed by towering teachers such as Swami Chinmayananda and Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Swami has combined the clarity of Advaita and the message of strength as propounded in the Upanishads and infused them as applicable values to modern minds. The greatest challenge before him is our ignorance of our own ignorance, manifested as a delusion that technology is wisdom. Puja Swamiji, who knows the guiles of depthless intellectualism too well, has been conducting classes on the Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, and Upanishads in person and online, and has not only been addressing but transforming the thinking process of thousands of minds across the globe. Naturally, his presence has been most sought after, and his voice has reverberated in many an international seminar and conference, such as the Hindu-Jewish Dialogue in Delhi and Jerusalem, TV Summit, Canada, World Religion Conference, United Nations, Geneva, World Health Parishad, Bali, Interfaith Dialogue for Peace, Harmony and Security, Myanmar, Ancient Tradition, Modern Reality, Israel, Asia Faith Leaders Summit, Israel, Leadership and Spiritual Intelligence Seminar, British Parliament, United Kingdom, and Vedic Cultural Conference, Japan, Vietnam, Kazakhstan, and Cambodia. Puja Swamiji is the founder of Harsha Vidya Mandir, Rajkot, convener and general secretary, Hindu Dharma Acharya Sabha, President Sivananda Eminent. He was also an active member of the National Committee for Commemoration of 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, convened by the Government of India, Adi Shankaracharya Memorial Trust, Government of Maharashtra, and the National Committee for Pandit Deen Dayal Birth Centenary Celebration. If we choose to describe Puja Swamiji in two words, they would be fearless communicator. Indeed, this insightful teacher, who is revered as a guru, has been able to communicate the higher values and ancient wisdom to a wide gamut of people: children, students, youth, devotees, government, and corporate executives. He has designed specific training programs for professionals and devotees. During the last 4 decades or so, Puja Swamiji has spent at least 25,000 hours training multitudes. Through his camps, regular classes, seminars, and social events, he must have reached a minimum of 10 lakh people. The number becomes astronomical when we look at the government employees who took part in his training programs on interpersonal skills, stress-free living, effective communication, and work-life balance, or the youth who participated in his programs on the systemic study of Vedanta for life lessons, inner growth, and life with objectivity. In particular, students in the age group of 14 to 17 learn invaluable life skills and moral values from him. Pujya Swamiji has played a vital role at the United Nations and in the Government of India in conducting the International Day of Yoga. He played a lead role in protecting the Ramasetu. He has also been functioning as a crusader for freeing our temples and religious places from the control of various state governments. He was instrumental in installing the 108 feet tall statue of Sri Adi Shankaracharya at Omkareshwar. Recently, he was awarded the D.Litt by the University of Gujarat and the title Samskritika Yodha instituted by the government of Gujarat. The Sadbhavana Vruddhashram at Rajkot stands testimony for Swamiji's firm opinion that humanness cannot have any conflict with a Vedantic outlook. While old age homes have been on the increase in our country, the plight of many old people are pathetic as they are either abandoned by their family or devoid of anyone to take care. It is here that our Swamiji is offering them a huge home at Rajkot, spread over 30 acres, designed to accommodate as many as 5,000 needy elders in 1,400 sophisticatedly designed rooms. The first tower of this magnificent service activity will be inaugurated on 1st April 2025, when 700 elders will walk into this heaven of harmony and peace. It is proposed to have 7 such towers in this project, which will be funded by large-hearted philanthropists. The Vruddhashram will have an in-house hospital, a physiotherapy center, a library, peaceful gazebos, socializing zones, not to speak of a spacious modern dining hall and an ambience of nature's beauty. Thus, Swamiji is offering a very pleasant evening of life for the needy elders. His vision being all-encompassing, the Sadbhavana Old Age Home is engaged in tree plantation on a massive scale, and about 3 million trees have already been planted and are being nurtured and protected with care. The bullock shelter of Sadbhavana takes care of about 1,600 bullocks that are blind or old or sick, with a good team of doctors attending on them. Furthermore, its 21,000 square foot dog shelter houses 200 stray dogs. What more, 100 water stations called paraps have been set up to quench the thirst of poor laborers who cannot afford to buy packaged water. Through all such noble activities, our Swamiji is driving home a point that love in action is service, and love that is extended to the needy, the destitute, the poor, the animals, and nature blossoms into Vedanta. Indeed, seeing oneself in other living beings enables us to realize the only one ultimately. It is his deep concern for the welfare of humanity as a whole and the comprehensive wellness of the individual in particular that have been the driving forces behind the remarkable and tireless work of Pujya Swamiji. We deem it a privilege to present the Sivananda Eminent Season Award 2024 to Pujya Swami Paramarthanandaji for his prodigious contributions towards carrying the wisdom of our ancient rishis and propagating it in a language and manner that continues to inspire different sections of modern society. We wish him many decades of active work and success in his noble endeavors. May his tribe increase. Raj Kandukuri, Managing Trustee, the Sanatana Dharma Charitable Trust, Hyderabad, December 21st, 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhakar. Now, let us bring our hands together. I would request LVS to present the stall. And the chief guest to kindly present the citation and memento, the awardee. And Raj Kandukuri will present the purse.
Connected me to affairs and decided to give me this. I feel blessed. Namaskars, Raju's grandparents also, who were so pious. Such a divine soul was born to them. Body without a soul, a dead corpse. A soul without a body called ghost. Forms, forms, or religious forms. Without understanding the spirit, the ghost is a corpse. It brings about fanaticism. The spirit and not translating to a form is a ghost. This is so true for our dharma, our culture. What we call as Sanatan Dharma and what we call as Hindu culture is nothing but expression, transmission of Sanatan Dharma into day-to-day life. It is a live body, as rightly it is one Bharat, united Bharat, not for any reason but because of Dharma. I would go to one step further. It is one world because of Sanatan Dharma, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is our vision. I feel proud to be born. I feel blessed that vision of it. We are not believers only. Leaders from various faith, it pinches. I represent teaching tradition. I represent the Guru Shishya tradition, which is still alive. Though Guruji is not in physical form, Shishyas are here. Sanatan Dharma, vision of truth. Sanatan unfolds the vision of life. Vision of truth is, that means vision of Ishvara, vision of Jagat, and vision of you yourself. Jiv, Jagat, Idam. That is one and only one, that is Brahman. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma, neha nanasti kinchan. Or what we call in common parlance, there is oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. Whole culture is designed, all our forms are expression of this wish. When Namaste is this, these two hands are different. No way they can match each other in terms of function, forms, in shape, in ability. But then the Satta, self, that permeates both of them is one and one only. It is one I who is in this end. Beginning from head to toe, there is only one I. Unite that. Namaste, it represents non-duality in spite of duality. We are not talking of non-duality that everybody should believe in religion, everybody should dress like this, everybody should believe in this God. You may have your choice. I told them, a couple of conferences, stop me inviting, especially in G8 conference. When you are, this is an era of human freedom. Everywhere we are talking. So much so that now it has come to painful point that you have freedom to choose your sex. LGBTQ, he wrote a submitted. There is a freedom. And why can't I have freedom to believe in the God whom I want to believe? How do you say our God is the only God? Everybody says we believe in one God and our God is only God. If you believe in one God, where is the question of other God? It's not. We are the only one who is one in spite of. Remember the words. Some vision. Sorry for that. I should have listened to his talk, not that words. There is a version in Telugu that all are one, everywhere, one Rama inside each one of us. Therefore, when do Sanam, either we say Namah Shiva, Ganpati, we say Jai Shri Ganesh, Jai Mataji, whatever. One God permeates all, nothing other than. Very aptly put by Swami, millennium. Everybody believe in one God. Swamiji said, don't believe in one God. We understand there is only God. Vasyam idam. How does this? You say there is only God, the stark difference in our vision. This is what makes India as a Vishwa Guru. When you say there is only God and nothing other than God, Neha Nana, famous verse of Siya Ramamay Jagajani, Karahu Pranama Joripani. Every poet, every devotee, you are non-separate from. Does it? Hear these words, newspaper. India is as though I am from market of economic based on government performances are measured on the GDP level, on the indexes of the stock. Unfortunately, every day we get this next stock. Indian Bombay and Delhi. Nobody talks about health index. Nobody talks about education. Nobody talks about law and order index. Performance money. And since money, you are a consumer, and the world is for consumption, to consume money, therefore per capita has to grow. The bottom line. That means, in a modern perception, Jagat Bhogya. When you say Ishvara, it is everything. For us, Jagat is Pujya. There is nothing Bhogya. Even this body is something to worship. How we worship mountains, rivers, animals, plants, Mother Earth, all natural forces, everything is expression of Ishvara. This body is also expression of the Hindu goes for a says Ganga Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Because you Hyderabad Bakete Asmin Sannidhim Kuru. Not Jalesmin or Shavare Asmin Sannidhim. Because this body is nothing but Ishvara's temple. Sungar, not for makeup, it is Abhishekam, it is offering a Chandanam and Vibhuti to Ishvara. We do ornament, it is not for decoration, it is doing Shungar to Ishvara. How our culture is. For us, a baby is also Pavitram. And when a baby is born, these senior citizens go for their evening walk and in the garden and they ask, what is the news of the daughter-in-law? A typical Indian answer would be, Lakshmi ji padhare, 2.5 kilo ke. If the boy is born, Lalo Krishna is born. But it is not sacred for us to have an attitude in order to discover that it is, as they say, take it, make it. Exactly like 15th August salutations, Vajvandan. I remember as a kid, in the schools, we are made to early, and the chief guest comes invariably late. And for toddlers, it was the worst punishment to stand late and not do anything. And all were separated. Only thing that made me to stand those days, we had to salute and they used to sing Rashtraganam, those Parle Gluco biscuits were given. Only thing, I didn't know what is nation. I didn't know why we salute the flag. I didn't know who are the martyrs and what is the national pride, but he did it. A child in a typical Indian family, brother and sister may be of 3 or 5 and brother may be 5 or 7. They tie a Rakhi not knowing what is brother and what is. Keep doing it. Hold on to the form. Fake it. Later on, you make it. When they grow, they understand what a sister means to you, what a brother means. When I grew up, I understand this. My nationality is not a simply cloth, embodiment, pride, my national rich heritage, my culture, everything. So I respect it. See, they are told this in one word. Hindu culture is an attitude of sacredness. Pavitram. When Bhumi is Pavitram, we pray to Mother Earth when we wake up. It is not that everything. And to discover this fact is a goal of life. I was very touched that LVS talked about Guruji's Kripa. Whole Hyderabad should be indebted to Guruji because of all this what he did. I would say that. And more came in contact with, that is a chamatkar or that is a grace. I have been born some missed him, just I did miss. came to. What Guru does, rightly said, Guru is a human being, whole self-identity change in a Shastra. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Well, identity mind, the one he or she, the one total Ishvara. Jiv Ishvara Aikya. That's how he claimed, I know the whole universe. Only one with everyone. Then, till we become ready, only fight to gain this week. Is the and some Guru in his life, that is human, made human being by him. Daivam Deva later on. There is a word for a human being. There are so many words, but one of them is Manava. In Veda, there is a Vedic grammar mentioned. Who is Manavaha? The one who has Maryada is called Manava. Which is Maryada. We are blessed or gifted by God. We are the only species on earth, all those humans having a buddhi and freedom to do. Swatantra karta. Animals, all kinds of butcher, catcher, culture, everybody, they are instinctual, they are in modern jargon programmed. Monkey has a monkey program, dog has a dog program, and cow has a cow program. They will not cross their boundaries. Cow is designed, given by vegetarian. It will be vegetarian even if it is American cow. Nowadays, those are the aggressive marketing. And Indian cow, typical cow, was about grazing for food, hamburger, or a hot dog. What cow does? Without education, the top and bottom leaves the middle for human being. Never eat meat. Gujarat, we have Asiatic life. There is a place, mangoes also grow. And our mangoes are expensive. However hungry the lion may be, it never wants to test a single mango. That is a Maryada. And can never be herbivorous. How can need education? Monkey baby doesn't need education, doesn't need to study how to jump from this branch to what is physics, what will be my load, what will be the capacity of this branch, load bearing capacity. Thing jumps. It knows how to sleep on the tree branches without falling down. Human baby will fall kilos. Will never cross. We can be otherwise. That's Maryada. What is the definition? Freedom is not that to do what I feel like doing. Not to do what I don't feel like doing is not. Capacity to do something, even if I don't feel like doing, is free. Capacity to stop myself, even if I feel like doing. And push myself, even if I don't feel. That makes human being strong. And that is a Maryada. This culture respected Maryada. This culture lived Maryada. And that is why Rama is Adarsh Purusha for us. Maryada Purusha. Look at this. Look at our. Nowadays, people want new names. There is a Sara. Name should be appropriate. 2-letter names. Maximum 3 letters. Ettal, Ittal. More than that, not be used by anybody. This couple with this Google, they come out and they say some, what is Czechoslovakia name? Japanese name. To ask. Once one lady delivered a name appropriate name about. The Swamiji modern IT harmonium lady. I gave her. After a week she comes to me, Swamiji, new name. After a week she comes back. Both the names having those names. Brother-in-law, father-in-law, neighbor, son, name like this. Give me a new name. Name which nobody will have in this sloka. What name? Are you sure, Swami? I said, I bet you. And I went to the extent of saying, I am giving you a name which nobody will keep it also. I was so thrilled. I said, what? I said, give her a name Kaikeyi. Give her a name Shurpanakha. हमारी संस्कृति को लोग मर्यादा का उल्लंघन की, उनके नाम हमें पसंद नहीं. किसी का नाम नहीं है रावण, किसी का नाम नहीं है दुर्योधन, किसी का नाम नहीं है दुशासन. We are committed to dharma. That commitment, fire in the belly to commit to dharma, is a blessings of Guru which you all had it. First thing, teach us Maryada. Let us do such things even to do if we'd like to do. Then, when we are ready, to unfold himself, vision of and Vedas, Tattvamasi, you are that Brahman. You are that happiness which you are looking. All the time we are restructuring the world outside to be happy. Guru says, in spite of not restructuring, you can be happy in anywhere and everywhere. Vision, greatest blessing that we all have had it. Occasion, blessed. Receive this award. I don't know, they made me sit on a chair. I was feeling a little embarrassed. Then I guess I am also blessed at a distance that Guruji still remembers me. He, through you, he has come, brought me over here. Thankful, yes, and whole team, others. Unfortunately, when they came to Rajkot, I was missed of the event. Here, what Raju mentioned, being a senior citizen home, for these rickshawalas, watchmen, ayabai, kamwal, those who guys could earn for their life, they have no savings. Some of them, already I have 650, 200 are on diapers. For diaper, 100 crore project. This is a need of the hour. We may do our sadhana, but there are two, three challenges. Nowadays, there are hardly any war. Bhumi. Stories of Alexander and Napoleon attacking economic wars. There are strategic wars. There are cultural and religious wars. One problem, environmental wars. We are also into tree plantation. Not only I have planted 3 lakh trees, they have grown to the tune of 15 feet minimum when Bhagavan takes care. We have a huge staff of 1800 people, a cluster 4,000. We keep 3. We have 400 tractors and tankers, daily watering. We have planned by 2026, we want to 1 crore and 50 lakhs tree across India. This needs to be done. Environment crisis, big crisis. I would add also, not only external environment, internal environment and crisis also is there. Lots of emotional problems. There is no dearth of. When we grew up, we had a problems of have-nots. Today there are problems of haves, and more of a psychological problem for the youth. On this occasion, I have a request to Raju and Subramaniam. Have some programs for generation next. We are living a lot of wealth. What our father gave is to us more than in terms of culture, in terms of values, in terms of we give them hardly 30 to 40%. The aggression of India, with social media and with citizen is our native soldier to protect our children. Cultural culture is breaking. You have some whatever help we provide, we are willing to do. I can send the team. Have some. I think Guruji would be happy to is committed to dharma. He left behind. Again, happy to have us alternate people. Isn't it? Again, namaste.
Thank you, Pujya Swamiji. You know, whatever I'm going to say after he has spoken is going to sound a rank silly, but I cannot avoid exercising my freedom of expression of my own ignorance. So please bear with me. So long, I have been listening to him online. This is the first time it's a live class. Wonderful, too, Swamiji. The elders here would have noticed that whatever Swamiji has spoken now can be brought out in a form of a book without editing it. That is the greatness of the truth which he has succinctly put it. The several take-home message: non-duality, fight of duality, not Bhogya but Pujya. If Pujya Swamiji can talk about that, not Bhogya but Pujya. Attitude of sacredness. Everything is an expression of Ishvara. Our task is for a human being to become a human being before he attains divinity. Then a very resounding reminder on the term Maryada. Thank you very much for your gems. During his exposition on Viveka Chudamani, quotes a sloka, talks about the triple duck are three good fortunes: to be born as a human being, to develop moksha icha, and also to find a guru who will take you there. Swamiji, in his own unique way, interpreted it differently. He has given us triple luck. You know what his brand of triple luck? To be born as a human being, to be born as a Hindu, to be born as a human being and as a Hindu in India. That makes a huge difference. So and then this you earn by punyam, karma phalam. Phalam, you'll never know when it is going to ripen. That's what he says. When you say it is punyam, if it is my own karma phalam, then why do we call it grace? But he asked. For that, Pujya Swami replied, because it is graceful to call it grace. Wonderful way of replying. Beautiful. Thank you again, Swamiji. Yeah, indeed, the task before us is to realize that this country, which was always one, has been placed under the necessity of discovering itself as one. This integration is possible only by knitting it through culture and to realize the oneness in us first. Now, we are all waiting to listen to the words of the chief guest. The other side of this law incarnate he is also a member of Indian International Center, India Law Institute, India Habitat Center, and his fondness for theater and music and golf, non-legal books, non-law books, makes him very special. And the most special thing about his personality is he's a Kashmiri Pandit. So with the respect, we invite the chief guest to air his opinion, share his. Call him the deserving recipient called embodying work, the principles of the founder of Sanatana. The well-deserved recognition. Justice called upon. Understand. I understand. Which the whole country world. Judges what you believe was was full authority element revealed India can look
Yet there is some was what was very There comes is something what it was followed. Yet for itself, that's so reverence that passion said also that as I mentioned, for Paul. Value in years together. Years to years. For most living on we world consume world's world. Will occur with violation of the structure. So simple. The tradition which brings fraternity is the is after job was together in the all generated battling the negative dumps it on the judge. To sort out the top task was how to deal with that negative challenge. So, blood judges here who have been through it, who courts seek also which in turn puts how to the pressure. If is today and the better advice realizes attitude, reminder, journey that is called upon driving. Serve as a
Thank you very much, sir. We just now heard another speech which could be converted into another book. Any add? The Judge Saab's speech was in two parts. One was he elaborated upon the 7 major features of Sanatana Dharma. The second one was beautiful encomium on Pujya Swamiji, which sounded deeper than the citation which we presented. Very nice, sir. And particularly the take-home message was, while mere literacy is not education, education should not drive you to destroy what your ancestors have built with so much of thought for our future. If that is so, then education is nothing more than enhanced ignorance. Thank you very much for your insightful remarks, raised with a gentle sense of humor like Kashmiri silk. Thanks once again, sir. And now we would request Raj to kindly felicitate our chief guest. We are all of us are thankful to him for spending his valuable time. It's a formal vote of thanks. I would invite
जलजित रंगा तव शुभ नामे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विदाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।